Okay. So last time we were discussing about how to measure angles. What are the different systems? One is a gradient scale we discussed. Okay. It may be called French system or something. And there is a degree scale. It's called hexadecimal system. Yeah. And we are talking about radian scale or circular system. Okay. Where I gave you two formulas that if you take theta in degrees, perimeter is 2 pi r into theta by 360 and area is pi r square into theta by 360. Same thing I said, if you take a sector of radius r and this is theta, this is L. Perimeter, this length is L equal to r theta and area is equal to half LR or half r square theta. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you some idea how this formula is derived also, right? Okay, apart from all that, the main point that I want to tell, one is about L equal to R theta when theta is in radians. L equal to R theta when theta is in radians. And second thing is, what is 1 radian definition? Anybody want to talk about what is the definition of 1 radian?
Sir, 1 radian is equal to pi by 180 into degrees.
It may be, I'm asking definition. Definition is different, what it is different. Okay.
Sir, 1 radian is defined as the angle subtended by an arc of length r equal to the radius of the circle r only.
Yes.
So
Yes,
it is
correct.
defined as 1 radian.
Yeah. I gave the statement that if you take an arc length of r unit on a circle of radius r, how much angle it subtends at the center is independent of the r value and that is defined as 1 radian. Yes. Now we should be able to convert degrees to radians and radius to degrees. Like you can convert kgs to pounds and pounds to kg or what you call newtons to some other units we have in CGS system or something like that. Okay. Now, so what is the connection between this is, let us say I want to talk about this complete angle. In degrees it is 360 degrees, but in radians what it is?
Pi radians.
So I will use L equal to R theta. Okay. What is this L? 2 pi r equal to R into theta. If I cancel, theta is equal to 2 pi. So this complete angle in the radian scale is 2 pi radians. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you can write that is what is today's date, 15, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Continuation of the previous class, 2 pi is equal to 360 degrees. Okay. If you want to prove it, you take L equal to R theta for the complete circle. L is 2 pi r. We'll get theta equal to 2 pi. Maybe you should write 2 pi radian equal to 360 degrees. You can even write equal to 2 pi also, not a problem. Okay. One may say for degrees, we put like this. If it is some gradient, we put like this. For radians, is there anywhere we can put R or something such thing? No, nothing is mentioned like this. Okay. If we don't tell anything, for example, if somebody asks you about sine 1, it is not 1 degree. If nothing is mentioned, you have to take it as 1 radian by default. So if nothing is mentioned, the default measurement for angle is radian. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Just write 2 pi equal to 2 pi radians equal to 360.
Sir, shall we write this one?
Yeah, please write this. In your regular class notes, after the previous class where we talked about L equal to R theta, area equal to half LR square and all, write this date, write this much. Okay. All right, I'm erasing this. Is that some people know some parts of these things what we are going to discuss? Okay. They might have studied in school or some kind of foundation course or something like that or whatever. But there are people who have never learned this. Okay. till 10th class, they just studied their school studies. They might have not learned this. So I'm teaching everything from the beginning. When you divide with 2, pi radian equal to 180 degrees. Now, if you divide your pi here, 1 radian is equal to 180 by pi degrees. Or if you divide this 180, 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radians.
Sir, should we write it as next point, sir?
Just a different lines to write that, sir. Okay.
Sir?
Yes, please.
So that means 1 radian is equal to 57 degrees point 17 minutes, sir.
Yeah, we'll get it here. You know, pi value is approximately 3.14, right? Somebody
Yes,
has calculator, anybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, why don't you type 180 by pi? If you have pi, try to type. If you have scientific calculator, you can type pi.
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody has brother or sister studying engineering, they may have scientific calculator at home. 57 point?
577.
5 something. Okay, we'll write roughly only. Okay, that many degrees. Okay, I'll remove this and write degrees. Okay, approximately you can write if you want. 57.29577795. Somebody sent. Okay. Somebody sent in the chart. Let me write it correctly. Whatever is possible. 57.29577. Up to there it's correct, right? Yeah, up to there it's fine. Then I don't have to write. At least I can write 9 later on. Okay. Okay, 951 or something. It is not important. We only take roughly 57 degrees. That is sufficient. Okay, I want reciprocal now. Pi by 180. Anybody want to calculate? Tell me what will come roughly.
Sir, 0.01745.
0.0176.
Okay. Roughly that many radians. I hope you are not writing pi as 3.14 or 22 by 7, right? Are you writing and calculating this?
No, sir.
No. Okay.
No, sir.
You have calculator pi value is there. Okay, fine. Okay, Mrudula sent it too many. Okay, how many? Some 50 digits or something like that. You can easily copy and paste. Okay. By the way, in KVPV exam, calculator will be there. Okay. Sometimes they'll give questions where you have to do big multiplications or big divisions. You don't have to worry why they gave in exam, especially in KVPY, because in the online exam, there will be virtual calculator will be allowed. You can use it. And earlier, when it was physical exam, you are allowed to carry calculators to exam center. Only KVPV, not JEE Mains, Advanced, and all that. Why not in JEE? Because maybe some calculation they want you to do it. They want to avoid some unnecessary problems, so that's why they are not allowed. Maybe in future some others they may change the things. Okay, so whenever you want to convert 1 radian into degrees, mostly we use this. Okay, but just to get an idea, 1 radian is roughly very close to 60 degrees, but little less than 60 degrees. Because this is around 3.14. If it is 3, it is around 60 degrees. It's a little more than 3, so this is a little less than 60. Similarly, 1 degree is very, very small, 0.017 radians. All right. Okay. Maybe you already used in physics somewhere, I don't know. Okay. There is one advantage with the radian scale. You know what is that? If somebody asks me sine 0.023, not degrees, radians. Okay. The value will be 0.023. Very, very close. Almost same as that. Anybody has calculator? Put the degrees in radian mode and find the value of sine 0.023.
Sir, 0.023. 0.022.
0.022. Little more you want to tell after that?
9979.
Yeah. Okay.
Double
So, yeah. So when angle is very, very small, there is no difference between sine theta and theta. Okay. Anybody want to comment why sine theta and theta are coming more or less same when theta is very small? Sin x is approximately x when x is very, very small. Why? If you know what is sin theta definition, you will be able to tell easily. Anyone want to make a guess? Why when theta is very, very small, sin theta and theta are almost same, especially when theta is in radians?
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, because radians.
sir, because sine theta means we will rotate along the axis in theta degrees, and if we take it in radians, then the arc length will also be in the arc length is equal to the will be equal to the radius.
Okay. Some idea you gave. Yes, Mr. Bharat, you want to say something?
Sir, actually, you already know the definition. The length of the arc is equal to the radius of the sector, no, sir?
Yes, correct.
That means R is directly proportional to it and R is directly
length of the arc is not, if angle is 1 radian only, length of the arc is radius, otherwise r theta. We are not talking about 1 radian here, we are talking about very small angles. Okay, instead of telling why they are equal, I can make a general statement that sin theta is always less than theta. At least positive angle. If you take theta, any positive angle, sin theta is always less than theta. You know why? The other day we talked about, if you take a circle of radius 1 unit, okay, and this angle is theta, this radius is 1 unit. This point coordinates are cos theta comma sin theta, means this height is sin theta, this length is cos theta. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Anybody want to tell what is this length, arc length?
L, sir.
L, but in this figure, in terms of theta or 1 unit or whatever, what is arc length?
1, sir.
No.
If we take theta in radians.
Radians, sir.
Theta is in radians. What is arc length? Arc length is theta only. Why? What is the formula for arc length? L equal to r theta. If radius is 1, what is L value?
Theta.
Theta.
Theta, sir.
So please understand this length is theta itself. That means if this angle is 0.2 radians, that means this length is 0.2 units. If this angle is 0.6 radians, this length is 0.6. If this angle is 1 radian, this length is 1, as long as radius is 1, of course. So L equal to r theta formula, r is 1. That clearly tells you that this is theta. But sin theta is this one. Compare this length, is it less than this hypotenuse?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And can I say hypotenuse is less than the arc length?
Yes,
If
sir.
you take any 2 points, the straight distance is the shortest distance, right?
Yes, sir.
So sin theta is less than this chord length, and chord is less than arc length. Can I say sin theta is less than theta?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But when this angle is very, very small, when you take like this and take this point and draw, okay, I cannot show it very
It is
sharp, but
almost
it's-
equal.
Yeah. When you take a point here, when this angle is very small, this height is sin theta, this arc length is theta, but this and this are more or less equal. That's why sin theta is coming very close to theta. This is sin theta, this length is theta, but theta is always higher on the higher side. Is it all right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Anyway, we'll come back to that when I tell about cos and sin definition. I told you in the first class, but I have not given any notes. Okay, we'll come back there. Okay. I'm just giving you an idea. One use of radian scale is when theta is very small, sin theta can be replaced with theta. And tan theta can be also replaced with theta. Anybody want to tell why when theta is very small, sin theta equal to theta is clear to me. How you are telling tan theta is also theta? Why? Because when theta is very small, what will happen to cos theta?
Decreases.
Cos 0 degrees is how much?
1, sir.
1.
1, sir.
1,
Okay.
sir.
So when theta is very small, cos theta is 1. So there is no difference between sin and tan. Is it all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyway, we'll come to that. Now let us use this or this to convert radians into degrees or degrees into radians, which we'll be using very frequently. So we'll be using pi radians equal to 180 degrees very frequently. If I divide with 2, what will happen to pi by 2?
90 degrees.
90 degrees.
Degrees. And if I divide with 3,
60 degrees.
60 degrees. If I divide with 4,
45 degrees.
45
degrees.
And if I divide with 6,
30 degrees.
30 degrees.
30 degrees. Okay. Let's say any other angle you want to convert into radians. Okay. Anyway, write these 4 points. That's all. Write all these things.
Completed, sir.
Okay.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. Sir, 1 minute. Sir, just 1 minute, sir. Sir, those 5 by 2 90 degrees, not rubbing those, you can rub anything.
Okay. Okay, let us say any angle is given in degrees and you want to find in radians. You can multiply with 180 by pi because so pi by 180. 1 degree is pi by 180 radians, right? Whenever you want to convert degrees into radians, multiply with this. So 18 degrees into pi by 180 degrees. Okay. 180 will cancel. I'll get pi radians. Not pi by 10.
Pi by 10.
Yeah. If I take 12 degrees, multiply with pi by 180 degrees, it will become pi by 15 radians. If you want to convert 215 degrees, multiply pi by 180. Okay, with what I can cancel?
5.
43.
43, huh?
Yes, sir.
43 into 5. So this is 43 by 36. 5. Oh. Okay. That's all, no? 43 by 36 pi, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, 270 degrees.
Pi by 2 pi radians.
Pi to pi.
Yes. Okay, 270 into pi by 180. You can cancel with 90. You'll get 3 pi by 2 radians. This is
Pi by 6.
By 6 pi radians.
5 pi by 6 radians. Yeah. Just one more. You write 120 degrees. You write, and then we'll do the other way. Yeah.
2 pi
120
by
into
2 pi
Yes.
by 9, sir.
2 by 3 pi radians.
62s and 63s. 2 pi by 3 radians. Okay. Whenever you want to convert degrees into radians, just multiply pi by 180. Just these are few examples. That's all. Okay, now if you want to convert radians into degrees, you have to multiply with 180 by 5. Let us say I want to write 11 pi by 6. Okay, this is radians. I want you to write in degrees.
330 degrees.
Yes. 11 pi by 6 multiply with 180 degrees by pi. Pi and pi will cancel, 6 will get cancelled, 30, 11 into 30 degrees, 330 degrees. Yes. 7 pi by 6.
Sir, 210.
So we get 210 radians.
210, sir.
210
Okay.
degrees.
Okay. 3 pi by 4 convert into degrees.
So 135 degrees.
105 degrees.
Okay. 5 pi by 18.
50 degrees.
50 degrees.
50 degrees.
Okay. Okay, that's all. Just that much only is sufficient. Okay, so you can convert radians to degrees or degrees into radians. Accordingly, to multiply pi by 180 and 180 by pi. Okay, you don't have to write, just try to answer this one simple thing. Sine 1 degree is greater or sine 1 radian is greater? Which one is greater?
Sine 1 radian.
Sine
1 degree is less, sir.
Why?
Sine
Why?
1 degree is less, sir.
Why sine 1 radian is greater?
Because
1 radian is equal to
180 degrees by pi,
degrees.
sir.
Yeah, 180 is around 57 degrees, very close to 60 degrees. 60 degrees is greater than this, and sine value is an increasing function. Okay. Okay, that's it. You have to know about converting angles. That is sufficient. Now we'll go for sine and cos definition, just for the officially to discuss. Okay, I'm erasing all these things. Okay, earlier I discussed to you this, that what is sine and cos definition? That it was simply not that you take a right angle triangle, there's an angle theta, opposite by hypotenuse is sine theta, adjacent by hypotenuse cos theta. That's okay. As long as angle is between 0 degrees to 90 degrees, okay. But sine and cos are defined for other angles and all. So how do we define? Okay. So
Sir, we can define sine and other angles only for r is equal to 1 unit per circle.
no, any other radius also we can take. Then I said x by r and y by r. Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Definition of trigonometric functions. Definition of trigonometric ratios or something. Okay. So we will take this radius is 1 unit, and rotate something by an angle theta. Let's say this point is x comma y, and this is measured in anti-clockwise direction. Or you take some radius r, again measure some angle. This point is some x comma y. This angle is theta. This radius is r anyway, not an issue. Okay. In this one, when radius is 1, definition is x is equal to cos theta, y equal to sin theta. And tan theta, either you can define it as sin theta by cos theta, or you can write x by y, provided y should not be 0 or cos theta should not be 0.
Sir, y by x no, sir.
Y by x no,
Y by
sir.
x.
Y by x no, sir. You
No,
wrote x
y
by
by, sorry, sir. This is y by x. This is x should not be 0. That is cos theta should not be 0.
Okay.
Of course, cosecant is defined as reciprocal of this. Secant is reciprocal of this. Cot is reciprocal. I don't have to mention. But if it is this
Multiplicative
case,
reciprocals.
yeah. If you take this,
Cos
I have to
theta
define
by
cos theta as x by r, and sin theta is y by r.
So x
And
is equal to cos theta and sin y is
tan
equal
theta, you can again write y by x or sin theta by cos theta. Same condition that x should not be 0 or cos theta should not be 0.
Can we copy them, sir?
Yeah, you should copy this. Only the sin 1 degree versus sin 1, I asked that only. Always only few people are responding, others also should respond. Lot of videos are off. Please turn on your videos. Nandan, turn on your video. Nishit Kumar, how are you doing?
Fine.
Okay. Okay, once the definition is clear, lot of problems are, that means a lot of things that we normally learn are very, very easy.
So done, sir. Completely.
Okay, I'm erasing this whole thing. Okay, now based on this, lot of things can be proved based on this. For example, let us take this unit circle. This point is 1, 0. This point is 0, 1. This point is -1, 0. This point is 0, -1. Right?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
according to the rotation, if I have to reach this point, how much I have to rotate? 90 degrees, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just from this point, can I write cos 0 degrees is 1 and sine 0 degrees is 0. Instead of you just write 0, degrees or radians doesn't matter. Okay, because this x coordinate is 1, that is cos theta. We did not rotate the initial ray. As I defined already, you take a
Sir,
circle.
sine 0 degrees is 0, sir. Sine
Oh, yes.
1 unit.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Thank you. And based on this point, sorry, this is a little about this. Okay, anyway, some people are not there in my last discussion. I'll just repeat that quickly. That you want sine or cos of any angle. What is that you have to do? If you take a circle of radius 1 unit, this is your initial ray. If you want sine 120 degrees, turn this by 120. If you want cos 1000 degrees, turn this by 1000 degrees. If you want cos 300 degrees, turn this by 300 degrees. Let us say you want 150 degrees, turn this by 150 in anti-clockwise direction, against the clock direction. This point will have some x coordinate, this point will have some y coordinate. This x coordinate is called cos theta, this x coordinate is called sin theta. If this is 150, this x coordinate is cos 150, this y coordinate is sin 150. If the radius is not 1 unit, this x coordinate by r is cos theta and this y coordinate by r is sin theta. Since I already discussed in my first lecture, I did not spend so much time now. Yes, somebody want to ask some doubt?
Yes, sir. Like we can also prove this by taking triangles also, no, sir?
Taking?
Triangle, sir. Cos 0 is equal to 1 and sin 0 is equal to 0.
You want to take triangle?
Yes, sir, we can.
No, if you take one triangle, angle at 0 degrees is not a triangle.
Yes, sir, not a right angle triangle, sir, but by assuming we can prove, no, sir. Because perpendicular would be 0, no perpendicular would be there.
No, if either you should say, like for example, sometimes we say when 3 points are collinear, you take area 0. That's how you prove it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. It is not area 0. When 3 points are there, what do you mean by triangle? There's no triangle at all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just to remember it, we may use, because our area there is a formula that is tending to 0 kind of thing. We may use in our informal language. But it's not nice to write on a paper that when 3 points are collinear, area of triangle is 0.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Now coming to this point, this initial ray, how much angle it should be turned to reach there?
90 degrees, sir.
90 degrees. That means this x coordinate should be cos 90 and this y coordinate should be
Sin 90.
Sin 90.
So based on this, I can directly write cos 90 degrees is 0 and sin 90 degrees is 1. Now coming to this, from this how much I have to rotate to reach this point?
180.
180 degrees, sir.
180 degrees. So what is this minus 1 then?
Cos 180 degrees.
Cos 180. I wanted to write every time in radians also. Let us write here cos pi by 2 0 and sin pi by 2 1. And you don't have to put any other symbol. If you don't put anything, it is radians. Cos 180 degrees, that is cos pi is minus 1. And sin 180 degrees,
Sin pi is equal to
sin
1.
pi is 0. And based on this, what I can tell?
270.
Sin 270 is
Cos
equal to
You have to
270
turn
is
from
0.
here 270 degrees. Okay. And x coordinate is cos 270. Cos
So cos
270
270 is equal to
degrees,
0.
which is cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. And the sin 270 degrees, which is sin 3 pi by 2
is equal to
sin 3 pi by 2 is
equal to minus 1.
minus 1.
Yeah. So we don't need any 90 plus theta, 180 plus theta, all those formulas. If you want to tell this directly, we can tell, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let us say I want cos 720 degrees from the original definition. What should I do? Take this initial ray, turn to
Rotate
720.
720 degrees.
If you do one rotation, 360. If you do rotation, 720. Final will be there only. So what is the value of cos 270?
1.
121, sir.
1, sir.
Yes. Yeah, somebody want to ask something? Another Bharat Kumar. Bharat, you wanted to ask something?
Yes, sir.
What
Shall
is
we
that?
do this one?
You should write all these things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I want to write not just this. Yeah. No, you write it below that I'm writing.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. No problem.
Based on this, I want to write something. Cos 0 degrees, cos 360 degrees, cos 720 degrees, cos 1080 degrees. Or you can take any multiple of 360. That is cos n times 360 degrees, where n belongs to z, an integer, is always 1. If you want to write in radians, cos 0, cos 2 pi, cos 4 pi, cos 6 pi, that is cos n into 2a pi, that is 2n pi. 2n pi, where n is an integer, is always 1.
Sir,
Yes, please.
how did you write cos 0 and sin 0, sir? Can you explain it once again?
Oh, basically, what is our definition of sin and cos? You take the initial ray, whatever angle you want to turn it, x coordinate is called cos theta, y coordinate is called sin theta. If you don't turn at all, means you turn 0 degrees, right?
Yes.
So this x coordinate is cos 0, this y coordinate is sin 0. If you turn
Sir?
90, this is cos 90, this is sin 90. You turn 180, cos 180, sin 180. You turn 270, cos 270, sin 270.
Sir, for sin 720 0, sir.
Which one? Sin?
720.
Sin 720 is 0. Yes, you are right.
Yeah, yes.
So in terms of degrees, you take any multiple of 360, even negative. You take cos minus 360, minus 720, they are all 1. Cos 0, cos 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, even you can take cos minus 2 pi, minus 4 pi also same. All of them are 1.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, their n belongs to natural number or integer?
No, integer. You can take minus also. You can take minus 2. That means, let's say you want minus 90 degrees. You can turn 90 degrees like this. I wanted to say instead of cos 270, if clock positive means you have to turn anti-clockwise. Negative means you have to turn clockwise.
Yes, yes.
So you turn clockwise 360 also, you'll get same thing. That is cos minus 360. That is cos minus 720 like that.
Yes, sir.
N is integer. G Bharat, can you mute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to erase these things. Solve.
Sir, 1 second, sir.
No, not down one. The upper figure you copied, right?
Okay, sir.
Now coming to, I want to talk about this minus 1 now. Okay. That is, you can turn 180 or 360 and another 180, 540. So this one is cos 180 degrees is same as cos 540 degrees, same as if you turn to 720 plus 180, 900 degrees. Okay, if you want, you can even write cos minus 180 also. You can turn minus 180, even cos minus 540.
Sir, because cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta.
Yes, that is also correct. We are going to prove all that. Here we are trying to do from the original definition. Okay, they are all. I am not writing generally what it is. It is. I can even write odd multiple of pi. Okay, let me write in words. Cos of odd multiple of 180 degrees is equal to minus 1. You take 180 degrees or 3 times 180, 5 times 180, 7 times 180 minus also. It is always here. X coordinate is minus 1. Same thing in radians. Cos pi is 180 degrees. Cos 3 pi is this. Cos 5 pi is this. This is same as cos minus pi or cos minus 3 pi or cos of odd multiple of pi. Is equal to minus 1. So earlier cos of even multiple of pi we discussed as +1. Cos of odd multiple of pi or 180 degrees is -1.
Means cos 2n minus 1 pi.
Yeah, you can write like this. Just I wanted to write in words. Anything is okay. All of you are writing these things, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Regarding the sine multiple of pi is 0. I want to write because both ends. So sine pi, sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi.
Sir,
Yes, please.
actually cos of 180 minus theta is equal to, you wrote 1 now, sir.
Yes.
How did you get that, sir? Once explain, sir.
How cos 180 is -1?
Not cos of 180 minus theta.
Cos 180 minus theta.
No, sir. Cos of minus 180 degrees.
Oh, you take this, take the initial rate, turn 180 degrees clockwise. Where you will reach that x coordinate is cos minus 180.
Okay, sir. Means reverse direction.
Yeah, let's say you want cos minus 60. Start here, turn minus 60 degrees in clockwise. Wherever you reach the x coordinate of that point is cos minus.
Okay, sir.
Positive angle means you are turning anti-clockwise. Negative angle means you are turning clockwise.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sine pi, sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi, sine multiple of pi where n is z here is always 0. If you want to write in degrees, sine 180 degrees, sine 360 degrees, sine 540 degrees, sine n times 180 degrees where n is integer is 0. Okay, this down cos things everybody wrote, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, sine alpha. You take alpha, whatever you want, will be same as sine 360 degrees plus alpha, same as sine 720 plus alpha, so on. Similarly, you can take for cos also. Cos alpha is equal to cos 360 degrees plus alpha, cos 720 degrees plus alpha. All are same. Okay. In fact, you can write at the end cos n times 360 degrees plus alpha or sine. Sine n times 360 degrees plus alpha where n belongs to z.
Sir,
Yes,
cos
please.
is also 360, n360 only, sir.
Yes, yes. Tan also, not only sine cos, tan. It is very, very simple. I'll tell you. If somebody asks you, is sine 20 degrees is same as sine 380 degrees? Yes.
Yes,
Because
sir.
20
Yes.
degrees means you will turn this by 20 degrees. 380 degrees means what will you do?
Sir, we'll complete one revolution.
You will turn
360
complete one
and
revolution, 360 and
120
turn
One
20.
rotation and again we will.
Okay. You will be at the same place, means same x coordinate, same y coordinate, same sine, same cos, same tan, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So you take any angle, keep on adding 360 or subtract 360. Your values of the trigonometric expressions are not going to change. That is this main point here. If you want to write tan alpha is same as tan 360 degrees plus alpha, same as tan 720 plus alpha, same as tan n times 360 degrees plus alpha, where n belongs to z. I wanted to draw this figure there. You just write this angle is alpha and write one more angle like this as 360 plus alpha. Just write that much, that is sufficient, nothing else. Whether you turn alpha or one full rotation and one alpha, it is same. Okay, everybody completed this? Okay.
So one second.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, right now, I think in KVPY this year, there may not be an interview. But in general, after written exam, there will be an interview where they will, after when you go for interview, they'll ask, in math, which chapter you want us to ask questions. You can choose your chapter and they'll ask from that chapter only. Similarly in physics and similarly in chemistry. Okay, that's why they may ask somebody question. Cos 180 degrees minus alpha is cos alpha. Okay, tell us the proof of this. Okay, or maybe minus cos alpha it is. Okay, right? Yeah. So they may ask us the proof. Okay. So because what happens, sometimes people learn the formulas, they don't learn how they are derived and all. Okay. So which they don't appreciate in KVPY interview. Okay. For example, here somebody may give, this is even multiple of 90. That's why cos will remain as cos. And because it is second quadrant, cos is negative, I kept a minus. No, that's a very stupid answer. That is how to remember the formula. It is not that there is a derivation. It is because even multiple of 90, cos should remain as cos. Why? There should be some proof, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So telling that this is even multiple
Yes,
of
sir.
90, this is second quadrant minus will come is not the proof. It is only a blunt, blind way of remembering the formula. It is not the proof. Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. It is like a shortcut to remember, so that people every time doesn't have to derive, just a blind way to remember the formula. How to prove is such a simple thing. Let us see how. Okay, let us take our unit circle. Okay, this is one unit. I will take this angle as alpha. Okay. I will take mirror image of this with respect to y-axis, this point. I think everybody knows if this point is x comma y, this point will be
Minus x comma y.
x comma y, right? If I join this, if this angle is alpha, this is also alpha, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is this angle? Anybody want to tell?
Sir, 180 minus alpha.
It will be 180 minus alpha, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Then can
Yes,
I say the coordinates of this point will be cos alpha comma sin alpha, and the coordinates of
Minus
this
cos
point
alpha
will
comma
be
sin alpha.
Minus cos alpha comma sin alpha.
cos 180 minus alpha and sin 180 minus alpha.
Yes, sir.
If this angle is theta, x coordinate is cos theta, y coordinate sin theta, and this is equal to some x comma y, this is equal to minus x comma y. Basically, both points have same y coordinate, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's
Yes,
why I
sir.
can write sin 180 minus alpha is equal to sin alpha. But this x coordinate is negative of this, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, this x
Yes,
coordinate
sir.
negative of this. That's how we can write cos 180 minus alpha is minus cos. That's all. This is a proof.
Sir, can you explain again, sir?
Okay, forget about all this. If somebody asks you cos 30 and cos 150, okay, in the figure, let us show where they are. Draw a unit circle. Okay, sorry. Turn 30. The x coordinate of that point is cos 30, right?
Yes, sir.
Turn 150. The x coordinate of that is cos 150. If this is 30 and this is 30 and this is 150, these two points are in the same horizontal line because angles are same. These two triangles are congruent. I can prove this height and this height are same, right?
Yes, sir.
I can prove this length and this length are same. But they're in opposite direction. So if this x coordinate is k, definitely x coordinate is minus k.
Yes, sir.
But this x coordinate is cos 30, whereas this x coordinate is cos 150. Can I say cos 150 is negative of cos 30?
Yes, sir.
And sin 150 is same as sin 30?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because you turned alpha here, the coordinates of this point are cos alpha, sin alpha. Because you turned 180 minus alpha here, the coordinates of this point are cos 180 minus alpha and sin 180 minus alpha. Both are in the same level, same y coordinate. That's why these two are equal. Here both are, that is, this length and this length are same. but that is in the first quadrant. This is in the second quadrant. X coordinates will have opposite sign. That's why these two have same magnitude but opposite sign.
So mean this sign will expose it to this side, sir?
Yes, correct. For example, let's say this is for example 0.7 units. If cos alpha is 0.7, cos 180 minus alpha will be minus 0.7. Is it okay?
This is the reason also for tan alpha is negative in the 180 minus alpha.
Yeah, we'll discuss that also. But anyway, you divide them, you will get tan. Okay, this by this is tan 180 minus alpha is this by
alpha
this.
equals to minus tan alpha.
Yes, correct. That is just by division of this. Okay. So these are the three formulas, and the proof is this figure is a proof. That's all. Nothing to write.
So this is how we should explain in KVP and by.
If in interview, no, not in an online exam, not in an online, that is objective exam. In interview, if they ask the proof, they are supposed to tell like this. That is the.
Sir?
Yes, please.
You said that in that interview they asked to derive this expression, no, sir?
Yeah.
Should we say orally or we should write?
Orally means they'll give a piece of paper. You can show them.
Okay.
There will be some blank papers, white papers will be lying. You can write anything and show to them.
Okay.
Okay. Just write these three formulas and this is the proof of that. This figure is the proof, nothing else. Okay. One time one boy came after KVP interview, I asked him what are the questions they asked. So in maths they asked something like this. In physics they asked one question to that boy. Let us see if some of you can answer this. Okay. This is a glass slab. This is air. This is air. This is a glass slab. Whole thing is glass. You send a light ray like this. Then I think all of you know different colors will be refracted by different angles, right?
So dispersion.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dispersion.
Now, again, this is going from rarer to denser. Again, it will go from denser to rarer. So, again, with respect to this, the angle will change and it will be like this.
It bends away from the normal.
Okay. Wait. Do you know all these are parallel to this initial ray?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
So whatever is I here, same R. And same R here, so same I. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, you can see all the colors are parallel like this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If you take a glass slab, when you send a light ray, you should be able to see the 7 colors.
No, sir.
Sir, actually
sir.
prism, sir, not a glass slab, I think, sir.
But according to this figure, you should be able to see, na?
Yes, sir, but
Why don't you see? That's the question they asked.
okay.
The question they asked is, according to this ray diagram, they are coming 7 colors. Why you are not able to see 7 colors in a glass slab? Why you are only seeing in prism?
Sir.
The mixture
Sir,
of
because
those
they have a
colors
power
is
is white color, sir.
into that color, sir.
Sir.
But where they are mixing, they are not mixing, na?
Sir, because of dispersion, sir.
Can I answer?
They are parallel. Yes, please.
So when white light enters the glass slab, according to this diagram, it gets split into 7
Yes,
different.
yes, 7 colors will split, yes.
Those 7 colors will get deviated by different angles, and when they are coming back into the air, they will get deviated into the same angle and again merge into the same white light.
They merge into same?
Merge into the same ray and again form white light.
No, how they merge? They are incidentally at different places, not same place, na?
Sir, can I
This
answer,
instant
sir?
here, this instant here, this instant here. How they can merge? They are
Sir,
parallel.
can I-
Yes, please.
Sir, according to definition of dispersion, the splitting of the white color light ray into different colors is called dispersion, no, sir?
Yes, correct.
So that means when the white color light ray is splitting into different colors, they are merging each other.
Here they are separated, correct?
Yes, sir.
After that, where they are merging? This is here, this is here, this is here.
Glass slab is parallel.
Yeah, they are parallel, I agree. These are also parallel. This red color, this blue color, this yellow color, they are all parallel lines.
Sir, some colors are scattering away.
Scattering away. No,
Sir, I think, sir, dispersion is only is not happening, sir, because desired angle for dispersion of light is not achieved when a plain rectangular glass slab is taken.
That's all okay, man. Is there any wrong in this figure or everything is correct?
Sir, wrong, sir, I think.
What is wrong? Come on, what can be wrong? Tell me. Different colors deviate by different angles. That much is correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir, it's same angle, no, sir.
No. This I is same, but R is different for different colors because mu is different for different colors, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, sir, when different angles only different colors.
No. That you are wrong. Mu equal to some sin I by sin R if you have. I is same, but mu is different. That's why R has to be different.
Okay, sir.
Different colors have different mu. That's the main point here, right?
Understood, sir.
Okay. There's nothing wrong in the figure because you are drawing nicely in the prism, same figure, na? You are sending one light ray and you draw different colors and then they go like this, right?
Yes, sir.
So this we'll talk about later. This part should be same here also, na?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That's what I would do. Okay. Nobody answered. It's not a good answer, but
Sir, because
no, some books on the cover pages you will find this figure, which is actually wrong. I'll tell you what is that. Sometimes they will draw one figure, two prisms like this. Okay. And what they will show is one light ray like this, another light ray like this, and all the light rays like this, and then they come like this. Sometimes have anybody seen figure like this?
no, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is a wrong figure. You know why? Why this light ray bend? This and this are same medium now. It should not bend.
They have the same refractive indices.
Yeah.
Some is
If
no
you take
deviation.
if you take same prism with the same glass material, why this light ray is bending like this? This light ray is bending like this. Because there is no change of the mu, it should not bend. So this figure is wrong.
So I guess what I've seen is that in the figure, both the prisms are placed at a distance.
Both the prisms are?
Placed at a distance.
Yes, sir.
Not contact with each other.
Yeah, even then, the figure is obviously wrong. Even then, the figure is not. They should show that part and in between what is happening there to show. Even then, it is not right. Okay.
Sir, due to the wavelengths of the light produced after the dispersion, the lights we cannot able to observe.
Not like that. Okay.
Sir, angle of incidence
because
is angle of
dispersion does not occur in the glass slab.
No. Inside the glass, dispersion has to take place because you are going from one medium to another medium. You are showing in the same thing. That is, if I cut the prism here, this part you are showing, na? Right? Yeah. There is nothing wrong in the figure. Figure is right. Okay. Ray diagram is everything is right. But why you don't see different colors is something you have to answer. Okay. So I'm just giving an example where they expect people not just to know the formulas, understand the fundas more clearly. That's what they expect. I'm just giving an example for that. Is it all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you want to know answer for this, tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Suspense till tomorrow. All right.
Thank you,
So
sir.
this is.
Thank you, sir.
So nobody will miss my